10 of the most emotional sports moments ever. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Active Runner. Here are 10 of the most emotional sports moments ever. Number 1. Chris Bosh after NBA Finals. The member of the Big Three who probably took the least burden after the team disappointingly lost in the NBA Finals was the one who broke down and cried. And this wasn't the first time we had seen Bosh cry on live television. When the Heat lost to the Magic after being up 22 in the regular season, Chris let a few tears roll down his cheeks during the post-game press conference. I know the video isn't perfect for seeing the tears, but it's the best camera they had on him. Number 2. Terrell Owens defending Romo. A couple of years ago, the Dallas Cowboys lost in a heartbreaking playoff game. Many reporters blamed Romo's attention, or a lack thereof, to the game for their loss. This was casually mentioned in the post-game interview that they held with Terrell Owens after the game. Terrell, who is generally pretty openly negative about his quarterbacks and has gotten in one too many feuds with his teammates, obviously had somewhat of a change of heart. He got very emotional and, as you'll see in the video, numerously stated that they lost as a team and how unfair it was that it was all pinned on Tony. Seeing him cry was pretty shocking considering the image most fans had of him. Number 3. Adam Morrison breaks down. Gonzaga had been up 22 points in the game when all of a sudden, UCLA compiled one of the greatest comebacks in college basketball history, led by Collins, Farmer, and Collision. It was a beautiful game to watch live, and I was rooting for UCLA the whole way. But when Adam Morrison saw that he had lost the game, he was so sure of winning and started crying. It was pretty sad. I hate to say it, but you really can't blame him for crying here. Number 4. Brett Favre retires for the first time. The first time Favre retired, it was actually really emotional. Brett had played for 17 years as perhaps the greatest quarterback to ever play. And for all the younger generation, this was before he was disliked by many a football fan. And this was when he was considered a warrior and was synonymous with the word Packer. Sure, now the moment doesn't seem as special, but back then it was very, very meaningful. Number 5. Michael Jordan's first championship. Michael had played 7 hard years, 7 years of being labeled as just another great player who couldn't win at all. And finally, MJ won his first ring, ultimately erasing all of those criticisms and starting the career of the single greatest basketball player of all time. No one could help but feel a bit of emotion watching this, especially when he hugged his mother. Number 6. Michael Jordan on Father's Day. This is perhaps one of the more emotional moments in sports history. Jordan's father had been murdered earlier that year, and on Father's Day, Jordan also won a championship. Mike rightfully cried in such an emotional and sad moment for him. He and his father had been really close, and this must have been unimaginably hard for him. Number 7. KG gets emotional during interview. This was back in the day when Garnett was just a hard worker and pushed his game to the limit every single day. Now I know he's an infamously dirty player who crosses the line with his trash talking. Garnett wasn't blessed with great teammates back in the day, and even with his game at its peak, he just couldn't win or even make the NBA Finals. All he wanted to do was win, which was made evident in the NBA Finals. Number 8. Mike Schmidt retires. Much like Brett Favre's retirement, Mike got teary after 17 great years of pouring his heart onto the field every game. Unlike Brett, Schmidt didn't tarnish his legacy by coming back 3 times. Number 9. Roger Federer cries at Australian Open. I can never decide if I feel bad for Roger Federer in this video, giving up the last crown he didn't think he'd surrender for a while, or if I think it's a bit exaggerated, crying after a loss, especially after winning as much as he did. And don't forget that most tennis players would be ecstatic coming in second in such a prestigious tournament. The crying could even be called arrogant. It was pretty surprising to watch it on live television, thus giving it a place on the 10 biggest crying moments in sports history. Number 10. Marion Jones admits steroid use. Another moment where I'm on the fence. Marion Jones lost much honor as an athlete after first being accused of steroids, then denying it to federal investigators, and finally only coming clean once it became evident. It was stupid and extremely detrimental to her career and probably to her social life as well. Yet, it was also very sad to watch an athlete who meant a lot to women and men around the world and had high dignity embarrass herself in front of all her beloved fans. Definitely a big moment in the steroids era, as well as tarnishing part of the Olympics' beautiful reputation. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.